Hi everybody, this is Milena for Ask Milena, and today I would like to talk about one of the most prevalent programs that prevents us from being who we want to be and doing the things that we want to do. I often get the question, why can't I achieve this goal? Why can't I be the person that I want to be? Why are things difficult? And so on and so forth. And the short answers to these questions are, first of all, it's not true that you can't. You can. But second, you can't because you believe that you can't. I think it was Henry Ford who said, if you believe that you can and if you believe that you can't, you're usually right. Now, this is true to a large degree, but one of the beliefs that we have about ourselves and one of the biggest creators of problems in our experience is, and all of us have it to a degree, and it shows itself in its multi faces in our lives, is the program that says, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. And you can replace good in that sentence with any other word, because that I'm not good enough manifests in or shows itself in different ways. I'm not thin enough. I'm not successful enough. I'm not confident enough. I'm not attractive enough. I'm not wealthy enough. I am not happy enough. I'm not liked enough. I'm not strong enough. Now, if you take a moment and think about it, how has this program appeared in your life? Which one of these sentences have you felt or thought about yourself at some point in your life? Now, we're not really born thinking that. We're not born thinking that we're not good enough, have you seen a young child? They think they're amazing. They think they're marvelous. They think they're cute. They're beautiful. They're strong. They think they can do anything. We can go back and we can trace this program to one or several different traumatic experiences or occasions in our lifetime. But I have discovered that this is not very relevant and it's not very helpful. But what is relevant and helpful is what we can do about it now. And there are a couple of steps that we can take. And step number one is to become aware, to set the intent of becoming aware when this program manifests into our lives. And it has sneaky ways because we're not always aware, oh, this is the program that is coming up. Because you might have a conversation with your sibling that triggers you and they're saying, oh, how long are you going to keep working at this job? I'm making so much more money than you. You're not successful. And you might not immediately realize, wait a minute, the reason I'm triggered is because I feel like I'm not good enough. I'm not adequate enough. I have not achieved enough. I'm not making enough money. I don't have a good enough job, or whatever it is that you're experiencing in that moment. So step number one is setting the intent to become aware of all those different instances when this program shows up in our field. And step number two, this is really important and take your time with this, is ask yourself, I'm not successful enough for what? To please my brother right now? To show to somebody that I'm worthy of existence? For my parents to be proud of me? What is it? And take your time and sit with these sentences really, because it might take you a second for the answer to come up when you ask yourself that. I'm not thin enough for what? To deserve my mother's love? To deserve my partner's affection and attraction? To deserve someone's attention? I'm not wealthy enough or rich enough for what? To be considered of a certain status in society? Or in my circle of friends? Or to be considered something more than, or somebody more than? To be doing the things that I actually enjoy doing instead of doing the job or having the job that I have right now? So ask yourself these questions when you start recognizing these times when these sentences start popping into your head. And write down all the different answers that come to you. And you will see that these are actually most of the time kind of an artificial construct. They're not really true. Do I need to be any thinner to deserve the love of any of my friends or loved ones? No, not really. And if somebody's gonna love me because I'm 10 pounds lighter and they don't because I'm not, then should they even be in my life? And the answer is no. And the third thing that we need to realize that is very, very helpful is that we are good enough. Not even good. We don't need the word good. We are enough simply because we exist. And the one thing that is very, very helpful for us to recognize is that the only person we need to be good enough for is ourselves. It is us, within us, and that satisfaction with who we are, with our own existence, that actually needs to be fulfilled. And that comes with the awareness and the realization that you are enough, you always have been, and you always will be, no matter what you do, no matter how much you weigh, how much money you make, where you live, the houses or the cars that you have, what you've achieved or what you haven't. You always will be enough. But the person whose eyes you need to be enough in is you. And unless you start feeling like enough, no matter what others say around you or what you achieve, this is not going to ring true to you. And the other way around, if deep within yourself you know and you recognize that you already are enough and there's nothing else that you really need to do and that you have nothing to prove to anybody, then it wouldn't really matter that much what is going on around you and what people are saying around you, because you would know what you know and the rest would just be noise in your ears. And I think this time around the holidays is a good reminder, because there's going to be people in our surroundings that might trigger us or push our buttons. And if you start your day with I am enough, you might as well skip a couple of those triggers and have a much better time instead. To book a session, you can go to askmilena.com or write to the email address you see on the screen. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and remember to click on the bell so that you can get notified of future videos. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.